Fellas, listen up. If you're a man over 40, there's a good chance you're stressing about penis size. And that stress alone might already be hurting your confidence, your performance, and even your relationship. I see it every single day. Guys start avoiding intimacy, second-guessing themselves, wondering if they're enough. Here's the deal, though, and this is going to surprise you. What women actually want is not what you've been told your whole life. And the good news? If you feel like things have changed with age, this is fixable. You don't need extremes, gimmicks, or shame. Stick with me, because the truth might be the most relieving thing you hear all week. Now take a breath, because I want you to hear this clearly. Whatever you're noticing right now, whatever doubts are creeping in, this is not a dead end. Most men are focused on the wrong thing, and once you shift that focus, improvement can happen faster than you think. I've watched men see real changes in confidence, erections, and connection in as little as 1 to 2 weeks, sometimes even sooner. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about getting your body back on your side again. If we haven't met yet, I'm Dr. Rachel Rubin. I'm a urologist and sexual medicine specialist, and I spend my days working with men and couples who want to feel confident, capable, and fully alive again, especially as they get into their 40s, 50s, and beyond. I've had thousands of honest, behind-closed-doors conversations about erections, performance, desire, and yes, penis size. My job isn't to judge or scare you. It's to give you real answers, grounded in science, so you can stop guessing and start feeling like yourself again. Here's the hidden enemy most men never see coming, and it has almost nothing to do with size. It's declining blood flow, nerve signaling, and confidence, all slowly chipped away by age, stress, inflammation, and lifestyle habits that sneak up on you. Think of your penis like a high-performance engine. When you're younger, the fuel lines are wide open, the battery is strong, and everything fires on command. But over time, those blood vessels stiffen, nitric oxide drops, stress hormones stay high, sleep gets worse, and suddenly the signal from brain to body isn't as crisp. The result? Erections don't feel as full, sensitivity changes, and men assume it must be my size. But listen up, size didn't change nearly as much as function did. Most men don't realize that what feels like a size problem is really a circulation and signaling problem. It's like blaming the length of a garden hose when the real issue is the kink in the line. And until you address that hidden enemy, no amount of comparison or worry is going to fix how you feel in the bedroom. An erection is not about size. It's about blood flow, nerve communication, and relaxation. That's it. When a man gets aroused, the brain sends a signal down the spinal cord to the penis saying, "Hey, it's go time." That signal tells blood vessels to relax and open up so blood can rush in and stay there. That's what creates firmness, fullness, and sensation. As men age, especially after 40, several things quietly start interfering with that process. Nitric oxide levels drop. Nitric oxide is basically the molecule that tells blood vessels to relax. Less nitric oxide means tighter vessels. Tighter vessels mean less blood getting in. Less blood means erections that feel smaller, softer, or less reliable, even if the actual anatomy hasn't changed. Then we layer in inflammation. Chronic stress, poor sleep, processed foods, belly fat, and sitting too much all create low-grade inflammation in the body. Inflammation damages the lining of blood vessels and interferes with nerve signaling. It's like static on a phone line. The message still gets through, but not clearly. Hormones play a role too. Testosterone doesn't just affect libido. It supports nitric oxide production, muscle tone in penile tissue, and overall vascular health. As testosterone drifts down with age, men often notice changes in firmness and confidence long before they notice changes in desire. And here's the part no one talks about enough: the brain. Anxiety, comparison, and performance pressure activate the stress response. Stress tightens blood vessels. You literally cannot have a strong erection and be in fight or flight at the same time. So the more you worry about size or performance, the more your body physiologically works against you. This is why women consistently report that satisfaction has far more to do with firmness, presence, confidence, and connection than measurements. A penis that's fully engorged, responsive, and attached to a confident, engaged man feels very different than one that's tense, half-filled, and anxious. So when men say, "I feel smaller than I used to," What they're really experiencing is reduced blood volume, reduced sensitivity, and reduced confidence, not some sudden physical shrinkage that makes them less of a man. The primary fix is not chasing size. It's restoring blood flow and relaxation so your body can do what it already knows how to do. Here's the deal. The goal is to help your blood vessels open better, stay open longer, and respond faster to arousal. That's it. When that happens, erections feel fuller, firmer, and more responsive. And that's what most men and their partners are actually missing. So how do we do that? First, you have to lower the noise in the system. That means reducing stress and inflammation so your nervous system isn't stuck in overdrive. Daily movement, nothing crazy, walking, light resistance training, even stretching, signals to your blood vessels that they need to stay flexible. Think of it like oiling hinges instead of forcing a rusty door open. Second, timing matters. Erections are heavily influenced by sleep and morning hormones. Prioritizing consistent sleep, especially before midnight, can start improving testosterone signaling and nitric oxide production within days. I've seen men notice stronger morning erections in a week just from fixing sleep alone. That's not magic, that's biology. Third, you want to support nitric oxide naturally. Foods like leafy greens, beets, arugula, citrus, and even dark chocolate help the body produce more of it. Hydration matters more than most guys think too. Thick blood doesn't flow well. Drink water like it's part of the plan, because it is. What should you avoid? Overusing porn, excessive alcohol, smoking, ultra-processed foods, and comparing yourself to unrealistic standards online. Those things all sabotage blood flow and brain-body connection. They literally train your system to respond poorly. Now, what results should you expect? Most men first notice better firmness, better sensitivity, and better confidence. Not overnight, but quickly. Within 7 to 14 days, many guys say, something feels different, in a good way. Erections feel more reliable. Anxiety drops, and suddenly, size isn't the thing dominating your thoughts anymore. This fix works because it's not about forcing change. It's about removing what's blocking your body. When blood flow improves and the nervous system calms down, your natural capacity shows up. First, train the pelvic floor. I'm not talking about extreme routines or awkward gadgets. Simple, controlled pelvic floor contractions a few minutes a day can improve rigidity, ejaculation control, and confidence. Think of these muscles like stabilizers. They help trap blood in the penis once it's there. Second, eat for blood flow earlier in the day. Heavy late dinners pull blood into the gut and away from erections. Lighter evening meals and bigger protein-rich breakfasts help hormones and circulation work in your favor when it matters. Third, get sunlight in your eyes early in the morning. This sounds almost too simple, but morning light helps regulate testosterone, sleep cycles, and dopamine. Better sleep and better mood directly improve sexual response. 5 to 10 minutes outside can genuinely change how your body performs later. And finally, drop the comparison game. This one is huge. Stop measuring yourself against porn, locker room myths, or internet nonsense. Comparison triggers anxiety, anxiety kills blood flow, and blood flow is everything. Confidence isn't fake it till you make it. It's a physiological state you can support with the right habits. When guys convince themselves the problem is size, they stop paying attention to the real warning signs. Declining erections are often the first signal of circulation issues, metabolic stress, and nervous system overload. The penis is basically an early warning system for the rest of the body. If blood flow is struggling there, it's struggling elsewhere too. What happens next is subtle but dangerous. Men pull back, they avoid intimacy, they stop initiating, confidence drops, relationships feel tense, and shame creeps in, even though nothing is wrong with them as men. That emotional weight turns into more stress, more inflammation, and worse performance. It becomes a loop, but here's the empowering part. That loop works in reverse too. Small daily habits, better sleep, better movement, better nutrition, less stress, don't just improve erections. They rebuild trust in your body. They restore confidence. They change how you show up with your partner and how you see yourself. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. When you stop chasing size and start supporting function, you're not just improving sex. You're protecting your long-term health and quality of life. You wake up with stronger morning erections again, not as a fluke, but consistently. Your energy is better throughout the day. Your mood is steadier. You're not walking around with that low-level anxiety, wondering if things will work later. In the bedroom, you feel present instead of in your head. Erections feel fuller, more responsive, and more reliable. Confidence comes back, not because you changed your body overnight, but because your body is finally working with you again. You initiate more. You connect more. Sex feels less like a performance and more like a shared experience. Your partner feels that shift too, because confidence, calm, and engagement are incredibly attractive. And maybe most importantly, you recognize yourself again. You feel capable, grounded, strong, like the version of you that knows he's still got it, because he does. This isn't about turning back the clock. It's about optimizing what you have right now and feeling good in your body again, at this stage of life. If this hit home for you, let me know down in the comments. I read them, and I want to hear what questions you've been carrying around, or what changes you've already noticed. If you think another guy could benefit from hearing this, share it with him. And if you want to keep learning how to protect your confidence, performance, and health as you get older, make sure you stick around. There's a lot more coming that I think will really help.